All right, everybody, welcome back. You've got the materials. You're sitting at home, you're staring at the box, you're wondering, okay, what do I do now? Well, obviously, we now have the materials. Now we get to the fun part, what I feel is the fun part. You're actually going to build the thing. All right, so you got the materials, you've got your plan, you're going to start building this up from scratch. We've got some questions, and we want to clarify some things as we move forward. The extra materials that you have gotten as your surprise materials, you got the box itself that everything came in. Cardboard is a very versatile piece of material. It can be cut and repurposed in a lot of different ways, and it does have some structural properties to it as well. So you're welcome to integrate that into your build as well. Getting a lot of questions about the $20. If you choose to use the $20 to help your project, we would like to stress the importance that you use these materials as enhancements to the project and try to avoid buying things that are the lamp. One of the things that will be judged on your product is how well did you use and integrate the given materials. What we don't want you to do is go out and buy a lampshade or go out and buy the base. We want you to create those things and use that $20 for small bits and pieces that can either make the build easier, make it go together better, or actually enhance the look. This should not be used to actually produce an entire piece of the product. Now, given you're welcome to, but when the judges look at your product, they're going to be seeing how well do they integrate the given materials. So try to base most all of your lamp and the main parts of your lamp on utilizing the given materials. And there's lots of different ways that you can do that. So you're working along and you've realized, hey, my plan that I drew out is just not going to work out exactly like I thought because the materials I have are giving me something a little different than I expected. That happens, and that's a part of this process that we hope that you do experience. Very rarely will a plan come straight through unchanged to the end. So yes, absolutely. Don't feel that that concept sketch locks you in to a final design. You may modify it, and in rare occasions, you may totally rethink that. But what we ask is that you show this change within your final design drawings. All right? That's all part of the process. You design it, you try to piece it together. If it changes, fine. Just make sure that you show us and maybe even talk about us to tell us about the process and what you went through to get to the final product. So the process, we do need you to chronicle your process, and there's many different ways to do that. You can do a written response with 10 entries, like, for example, today I opened the box, I separated out the materials, and I started processing the foam core board. That could be an example of a process step written out. We're going to ask that you give us at least 10 entries. The more, the better. We don't mind seeing all the individual steps because I would figure you'll be coming to this project a little bit more often than 10 separate times. So you're welcome to go above the 10, but at 10 as a minimum. You may also visually chronicle this. Like you can take a picture of your process every now and then, or if you want to, you could set a camera above your workspace and take a picture every now and then on this process evolving in front of us. If you really want to, if you have the ability, you can also set up a time lapse and piece together your process over the days that you actually work on it. All of those will be acceptable entries for the process portion of this. And written, just to let you know, you may handwrite it or you may type it out, whichever way works best for you. Hopefully, by the end of all this, you'll have a completed and finished lamp, and you will bring it back to where you picked up the materials in order to turn it in for your final submission. We look forward to seeing what you have, hearing some great questions on how to use the materials, even though we can't give you too much guidance on that. But if you have any other questions, especially about technicalities, what is allowable and is not, please by all means ask us because we want to give you the best opportunity to be successful in this. Good luck. I can't wait to see your lamps.